What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Robinhood markets, ticker symbol HOOD, HOOD. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So HOOD is in a very strong uptrend. That is the first impressions. You can make a chart analysis in a blink of an eye, and this is a very strong uptrend. So basically, that's just it. It's a nice strong uptrend, and most likely it can continue a lot higher than people think. So let's go over actually more details of the price action and figure out what's going on. Well, we can draw a trend line across the swing lows, so that is the trend line currently in play, or that is the angle of attack that price is moving at. So right now it's still in play above the EMA, which is also a good sign. And it looks like earnings report is coming out after market close today. So we set a new all-time high just last week, it looks like. So there's a good chance that this earnings report comes out, or maybe not last week, but a few weeks ago. And you see that if this trend is still in play, and with that earnings report coming out, we could probably see a spike up higher. It would not surprise me. A lot of times earnings, it has to make sense. It's not going to do a random thing. We're not going to go to $200 per share. Probability wise, we're not going to do that, and we're not going to also crash down to $40 from that earnings report. So based on the technicals will tell me what's most likely going to happen. So we are in a nice long trend. Price corrected lower, could not go any lower. We're still moving up higher. There's a good chance that earnings report makes a new all-time high. Now what would also not surprise me is that since this is a very consistent trend for a while now, the market could be in for a surprise and we could see a spike down lower, something like that. So that would also not surprise me as well. But I would say it's leaning more towards the upside than the downside. So HOOD looking bullish. I think I'll probably have to go in the log scale to pick out a target. But as right now, it's just a nice strong trend. Looks like the pullback was over and the trend resumed higher. Bullish trend line in play, EMA in play to the upside. So earnings report coming out, most likely we'll see a pop up higher. HOOD doing very good. And looking at the weekly chart, we'll go to the log scale on the weekly chart. A little bit overextended, basically made a U formation. You can see that we trended down, bottomed out. That's typically a nice transition between trends. We had a downtrend, and then price went in a range, which is a kind of like a transition pattern, and now we went to an uptrend. So we had three different states of the market. All three were possible, and all three occurred. Downtrend to a range to an uptrend. Basically, it's a huge cup handle occurred right here, and then a breakout higher. But what is the reason for the underlying pattern? So that's what you have to keep an eye on, and that's what you really have to understand. It's not just a cup and handle, we go higher, because sometimes you'll see prices continue trending down lower. But this time it did occur. Why? Because price was bottoming out, nice strong trend. We did see a rejection, but the rejection could not go any lower. You can see it in the price action. Bears failed to reach a measure move target, saw a strong short squeeze rally develop. Most likely it was going to make a new high. So that's what happened. So basically it is a cup and handle for pattern. So it is a very bullish pattern when it plays out. Anyway, we're still seeing price continue higher, looking for a measure move up. Is it really going for a very large one like this? One leg up right here, second leg up, targeting 252. I mean, that would be pretty insane if you can get up there. Let's measure more of the near-term leg. So this is one leg up right here. This is going to be more reliable, right around 144. So I think we can probably get to 144 before we see a significant sell-off develop for HOOD. But overall, this is a pretty nice looking charts. We have this trend line right here, 1, 2, 3, and then price went into a steeper trend line of attack right here. So looks like it's going for a blow off top. So HOOD looking bullish. If we do see a drop, most likely it will recover and lead to higher prices. As long as we don't see a significant drop, like back over here, if it slices right through the EMA and then we pull back with not enough strength like this, then that'll lead to more lower prices. So that's what would not be a good sign to see, but I think that's a lower probability from what I see on the chart as of right now. So all that for HOOD on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.